What if I told you that there was a secret study system that allowed you to remember everything you learn? And what if I also told you that this system was used by thousands of years of Japanese history? It's true. There's a little-known study system that has allowed generations of Japanese students to master some of the most challenging material in the world. And it all starts with understanding the problem. You see, when you sit down to study, you probably think that the more time you spend studying, the more you will remember. But the truth is that most of the information you study, you will forget within just 24 hours. That's because our brains are naturally wired to forget things. In fact, research shows that we forget about 70% of the information we study within the first 24 hours. So why is this happening? Well, the reason is that our brains have evolved to ignore background noise. Think about it. When you walk down a busy street, you can easily tune out the noise of traffic and people talking. Your brain does this to protect you from being overwhelmed by all the information bombarding you every day. Unfortunately, this same survival mechanism causes us to ignore important information that we need to remember. For example, when you go to school or university, you might have teachers giving you important information that you need to remember. However, your brain may cause you to ignore this information because it seems like background noise. This is why highlighting and rereading become ineffective study strategies, because they do not produce immediate results. They are simply too much background noise for our brains to process. So what's the solution? How can we overcome our brain's natural tendency to ignore important information? Well, the answer lies in understanding how Japanese students are able to memorize over 2,000 kanji characters for life. Kanji are a type of ideographic character used in Japanese writing. They are logographic in the sense that each character represents a word or a concept. And they have a pictographic basis, meaning that many of the characters are based on pictures or pictograms. Over the centuries, the Japanese writing system has incorporated many of these characters from Chinese. As of 2019, there are 2,136 characters in the current Joyo Kanji list, which is the standardized list of kanji that all Japanese primary and secondary school students are expected to learn. Japanese students use a combination of mnemonic devices, repetition, and practice to memorize these characters. Mnemonic devices are essentially memory tricks that help you remember information more easily. For example, some kanji characters are based on the phonetic pronunciation of the character, while others have a more pictorial representation. By using a combination of mnemonic devices, repetition, and practice, Japanese students are able to memorize these characters for life. Now that you know the problem and the solution, let's dive deeper into the 5 science-backed methods used by Japanese students to memorize information. Number 1. Active recall. The samurai approach to memory. Active recall is a learning technique that focuses on retrieving information from your brain rather than simply reading it. It's like being a samurai who must draw their sword from its scabbard. Just as a samurai practices drawing his sword quickly and efficiently, active recall trains your brain to retrieve information quickly and accurately. To practice active recall, close your books and try to write down everything you remember about the topic you have been studying. The struggle to recall information strengthens the neural pathways associated with that information. This practice is highly effective for consolidating memories and improving retention. Number 2. The Kumin method. The key to unlocking your potential for greatness lies in breaking down seemingly insurmountable tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. Inspired by James Clear's Atomic Habits, the Kumin method encourages you to take small actions consistently over time. Instead of trying to cram everything into one massive study session, break down your learning goals into bite-sized pieces. By doing so, you'll be able to see progress every day, no matter how small, which will keep you motivated and on track to achieve your larger goals. Number 3. Spaced repetition. The gardening technique. Spaced repetition is a learning technique that involves reviewing information at increasing intervals. Just as you would water a plant every few days to keep it from wilting, Spaced repetition keeps your knowledge from withering away. This technique involves reviewing material after 24 hours, then again after 72 hours, then after 1 week, and then again after 1 month. By consistently watering your knowledge with review sessions, you will be able to maintain its freshness and prevent forgetting. Number 4. Kaizen. 1% better every day. Kaizen is a Japanese philosophy that emphasizes continuous improvement. By making small, incremental changes every day, you can compound those changes over time and achieve significant results. Even just a 1% improvement in your learning every day will lead to remarkable progress over the course of a year. Number 5. SUU. The art of focus. SUU is a Japanese term that refers to the idea of deep focus or concentration. To practice SU, find a quiet place to study where you will not be distracted by external stimuli. Once you have found your space, develop a ritualistic approach to learning. This could involve things like always studying in the same place at the same time or using the same materials. By establishing a routine, you will train your body and mind to focus deeply on the task at hand. We challenge you to try just one of these techniques for 30 days and commit to practicing it every day for only 6 minutes. Divide those 6 minutes into 3 2-minute segments, one for active recall, one for spaced repetition, and one for focused practice. You'll be amazed at how much information you can retain when you put these techniques into practice. Don't wait any longer. Start today and see the results for yourself. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, comment, and share to your friends and family. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and see you in the next video.